Anime fans, what if one day you wake up like any other day? You brush your teeth, eat breakfast, but before you head out the house, you hear a faint noise behind you. You turn around to investigate, and sitting on the table is a tiny creature who asks you a very simple question. Do you want to be a magical girl? What would you say? If you're a sane person, your response is probably, oh, fuck that, you throw this creepy puffball out the nearest window. But if you're a little bit curious and you have an itch for suffering, you'll say yes and begin the horrible and terrible life of becoming a magical girl. You see, being a magical girl is a lot more complicated and difficult as you might think. But you know what? Just because I like you guys, your boy Sai here is about to explain to you the ups and downs to being a magical girl and how you would go about doing this. So, without further ado, you know what? Let's do this right. Professor Sai is on the case.
Welcome to Sai's Declassified Magical Girl Survival Guide, where we dive in and we explain the ins and outs of what it's like to be a magical girl. So, without further ado, let's talk about it.
So first off, what is a magical girl? Well, a magical girl is literally what it is. A girl who has magical powers. Popularized by shows like Sailor Moon, Madoka Magica, Cardcaptor Sakura, Dragon Ball Z. Everybody knows these shows, and they just happen to be magical girl shows. It often features a girl being gifted with magical powers, from a magical puffball, finding a wand, getting text messages on their phone, from playing mobile gacha games. God, at this point, it really doesn't matter. You might just be born as one. And you know what? I might have even been wrong. You don't even really need to be a girl to be a magical girl. You know what? I'm all for it. Inclusivity. And now you know what a magical girl is. So if this happens to become your new job, because yeah, if you become a magical girl, it's firstly going to become a job for you. There's going to be rules. And what are these rules? Let's get into it. Rule number 1. Do not trust any, and I mean any magical creatures you may come in contact with. You're probably wondering why these lovable, cute, and adorable creatures can't be trusted. Well, no. Shut up. Don't. These little creatures are quite literally probably the evil demon god of the universe. I don't know why this happens to be a common trope in magical girl shows, but for some reason, you can't really trust what's cute and adorable. I know. Tragic. You can't trust me. But quite frankly, it seems that these evil space gods like taking the forms of tiny adorable puffball to lure in their victims so they can eventually punch you really hard in the pelvis and quite literally give you everlasting trauma. Have you seen Madoka Magica? That evil cat thing did. Like, come on. Rule number 2, master the magical girl transformation. You may be curious as to why. Why does that matter? My transformation is just how I get from point A to point B. No, the magical transformation is much, much more complicated than that. With your magical transformation, you need to showcase your personality, you need to showcase your willpower, you need to showcase your hope, and to a magical burst of explosion and particle effect and studio budget that goes way beyond the scope of this project. And honestly, in reality, we should probably keep reusing this animation over and over and over and over again to save on budget. I'm getting off topic. I believe having a solid transformation makes your survival chances go up exponentially. It's key aspect in the magical girl world. And that brings us up to rule number 3. Magical girls are gay. I know you're probably thinking of this video right here. Listen, I haven't seen this video. I've heard negative things. I'm not going to trash it. But if you guys want to trash it, go ahead. I'm not sending you to harass them. I'm just sending you to do whatever you want because I don't control my viewers because you guys are maniacs. But they're kind of right, because magical girl shows are some of the most homosexual shows I've seen in my entire life. And that's not a problem. I just think it's quite interesting to see. I think there's been a single not gay magical girl show I've seen, and that's still in a gray line because it didn't work out in the end. But for some reason, I don't know why the writers, directors, artists, animators want to rival Citrus in the amount of homoerotic tendencies they put into their content. But you know what? I'm not going to complain. I'm probably just skip that part, not because it's gay, but because they're mostly children. Don't be weird. And that brings us to rule number 4. Be on the lookout for other magical girls. You may be wondering, how does one identify a magical girl? Well, in the world of magic, it's quite similar to the world of anime. To spot out a magical girl, you can look for a few different signs. At face value, a magical girl can come in all shapes, sizes, trapezoid, rectangle, octagon, polyhedron, even with all the variety, magical girls still follow a few different simple tropes that may help you stand out and spot one. Most of the time, look for the hair colors. The hair colors of magical girls vary all over the place. It's quite insane, but be careful because you may think that emo looking girl over there in the corner with blue hair who's looking for hair tone guidance because no one understands who she truly wants to be, what she really wants to be. Wait, we're getting off topic. But yeah, be on the lookout for girls with different colors. It's like spotting the Power Rangers. They kind of color coordinate. It shouldn't be that hard. Alongside that, look at the eyes. Because magical girls can have eyes full of hope, determination, love, passion, but at the same time, they can have eyes full of dark, despair, pain, and the But hey, one of those two spectrums might just pop up randomly in your classroom at a transfer student, exchange student, new student. Just be on the lookout for new students, to be fair. And now, on to rule number 5. Remember to have fun and suffer a little bit. Magical girls tend to have some of the most fun and adventurous times of their entire life. They get to fly, they get to have magical powers, they get to do all these wonderful things that normal humans can't do. You're virtually a superhero, you're nearly immune, you can save the day, you can be a great person, you can do all these amazing, wonderful things. But normally there's a cost. There could be a cost of your liver, a cost of your relationship with your friends, a cost of time, a cost of internal punishment, a cost of having to fight God or the devil or both. Being a magical girl can come with a lot of trials and tribulations, but just remember, hey, have fun.
Side effects of becoming a magical girl include, but are not limited to, injury, trauma, loss of oneself, death, torture, severe depression, change of sexuality, amnesia, blindness, and the destruction of the universe and timeline, and a lot of fun. Sorry, it's not responsible for any of these issues. Thank you.